Okay, we're answering your guys' questions. We asked you to leave us some questions about Wagyu beef so we can clear some things up. We got some really great ones, so let me start with this one here. This is from Woobanger9 on Instagram. Yeah, he asks, is it true that restaurants in the United States need a special license to serve A5 Japanese Wagyu? So that's a great question. And the answer to that is no. They do not need a special license to serve A5 Wagyu. We've served it at our restaurant. We have it in our butcher shop a ton. You can buy it at Costco, right? So for that, no, you do not need a special license. But here's where it gets tricky because there's Wagyu beef and there's Kobe beef. So I think we've talked about this a lot before, but just in case. So Kobe is a type of Wagyu beef. It is Wagyu beef, right? But it's like the elite Wagyu beef, okay? It has even bigger and stronger standards, and it has to be raised in the Hyogo prefecture in Japan. And so it's like the elite of the elite. It's like super certified Wagyu, okay? So now with serving that, there is like some like Kobe beef like marketing distribution association that I do believe needs to, that needs to authorize the sale or the serving at a restaurant. I do believe there's something like that. I don't think it's a license, but there's just really not a lot of Kobe beef out there, so you're not going to see it everywhere. You're going to see it at super high end like Michelin star restaurants, right? You're not going to go down the street and see it at some random steakhouse like, oh, we got some Kobe here, let's grill it up and see what happens. So no, you don't need a license for A5 Wagyu, but when we're talking about Kobe, it's a little bit different, and I do believe you need to have some sort of authorization. But with A5, you want to make sure that it's certified and everything like that, and is brought in by a good importer who's doing it right. There's a ton of them out there. That's where we get our Wagyu from, our A5. So there's a lot of standards that kind of come into that. But when you're talking about just like a specialty license for a restaurant, I do not believe so. But you might want to call up that Kobe Beef Marketing and Distribution Association and make sure that it's all good. Because I just don't want people screwing it up, because it probably needs to be executed at a super high level because it's got a crazy reputable brand, and I can see that. So, yeah, it's a great question. If you guys got more questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll keep doing our best to answer them.